I mean, like you just mentioned, I mean, the report underlines mass violation, human rights mass violations, and also a systematic will to destroy members of a particular group. That's the reason why they're mentioning genocide. As you've said, it is also very disturbing for UN, and particularly the UN Human Rights Commissioner, that the top government authority, we're talking here about Aung San Suu Kyi, who has been awarded in 1991 by the Nobel Peace Prize, who came several times to Geneva here at the United Nations, that she didn't prevent genocide or prevent any of these acts. The exceptional aspect of this report is the fact that 6 names of top military people have been mentioned and given out. And that is exceptional, because usually at the human rights, we've seen it for Syria, for instance, names are kept silent. But as the commission that did the investigation mention it, it has been 3 decades, so 30 years that Myanmar is going on, is in fact having all these kind of violence against a particular group. The important thing is genocide. You have to know that a genocide convention exists, and that the genocide convention has been ratified by Myanmar in 1956. And in fact, there are different points, in fact 4 points, that says that it is a genocide or not. And out of these 4 points, 3 are totally correspondent to the different acts of violence that have been noticed and in fact found by different testimonies by that mission. And we have to underline also the fact that the government did not, absolutely not cooperate, and not even allowed the commission to go to Myanmar.
Catherine, as we've been reporting, the UN wants this to be handed over to the International Criminal Court. How easy or difficult is it to take Myanmar to the ICC, considering I don't believe that it's a signatory to the Rome Statute?
Yes, I mean, the first step is that, okay, we're talking about that report now, because that report has been launched from Geneva today, but the report will be officially presented to the Human Rights Council in September. In fact, the Human Rights Council is starting on September 10 here in Geneva, and that report will be presented to the different member states. They are representing, in fact, the international community, and it is that group of countries that have to decide to give over, take the decision, vote a resolution in order for this report to be a decision to be taken by the Security Council. And the Security Council is in New York, as you know, and that you need a vote of the different members of the Security Council in order to report and to give this report, in fact, to the ICC. And as you know, and we've seen it in the past with different human rights violations in the world, it is quite difficult that all the countries, all the members of the Security Council agree to handle a case to the ICC.
Absolutely, especially as China is one of those 5 permanent members. Thank you so much for that. That's Catherine Fiankan-Bokonga live from Geneva.